Hey guys, I'm back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at a leaked Mythical Epic, some new pets, and something to do with the costumes update, so let's get into the video. Alright, so first off, we have a new Mythical Epic that is going to be coming to the game, and this is what it looks like. So this pet is going to be called Verdama, and it does look pretty similar to Lavama. It's going to be the variant of Lavama, I believe. Now, we were originally thinking that the name Verdama was going to be like an evolution of Vermedo, but no, it's just going to be this. And we can go ahead and see what this looks like. So here it is. The face sort of reminds me of a dog. Like, it looks very similar to one of the dogs from Lady and the Tramp. But I think it's supposed to be a goat or a llama. So here's the attack animation for it. So similar to Lavama, it has sort of like the fireworks or like the rainbow blast, I guess, coming out of its back, but this time instead of the eruption from a volcano is coming from a flower. So here's the attack animation in full. So pretty much the exact same as Lavama's. We can also see the idle animation for it, which kind of exactly what you'd expect. And then the walk animation for it is it's sort of like jumping around, sort of like we see with Lavama. And then we also got some more pets that are going to be coming to the game revealed. So Water Trip Trop, Water Trip Trop 2, and Water Trip Trop 3 are going to be pets that we're going to see. So these are going to be water variants of Trip Trop, which is kind of odd because we already have an ice variant of that with Shiver Stag and all of that. So not exactly sure why they're doing that. You can also see these their types up here. So there's the Trip Chops are going to be healers. These next ones, which are going to be Ice Scouts, are going to be Force types. And then we have Fire Aquariots, which are going to be healers. So these all are actually pretty surprising. I wasn't expecting any of these. And then yeah, that's pretty much everything that was added into the data. You can see up here. There are some new spells that are going to be coming to the game. If you want to read these, here you go. And then there's also going to be Shimmer Storm Morph Marble. A few other things. Some buddies that previously did not have descriptions for them, they now do. These are pretty much the ones that weren't supposed to be obtainable. So like Surfing Kitties, the like Joyride one, Alien Joyride, I think has one as well. So the Surfing Kitties description got updated to say Surfing Kitty is one cool cat. Then we have the Swarm of Bats, which says bats like to live in large groups. It seems like this group has taken a liking to you. Then we have the Giant Snowball, which says snowballs have been known to stick to certain wizards. We have the Alien Joyride, which says having this alien following you around is is out of this world. And yeah, then we have Verdama right here, which is going to be a legendary. It is a mythical epic, as you can see right here. It is going to be plant. It will give a defense bonus of 70 if you're using it as a buddy. And its description is Verdama's fur is squishy, soft, naturally friendly. They use the moss on their back to moisturize and exfoliate. But going back to these buddies right here, like the Alien Joyride, I guess this could mean that we are going to be seeing them potentially come as obtainable buddies in the future. I don't think they have been, but maybe we'll see like Alien Joyride inside of Starlight Festival. We could see Giant Snowball Follower inside of Winterfest and stuff like that. Also, the Flying Carpet mount was added into the metadata, meaning that once the next metadata version is added into the game, you will be able to use it. I don't think the current metadata version is in the game. I think it's still in the previous one. But this mount will have a power bonus of 95 and a speed bonus of 105. And for some reason, its placeholder was Sunflower. Verdama's one was Dragonling Storm for some reason. So I don't know what these placeholders that they're using are. Also, once the next metadata version comes out, Troll Tusk, which is an evolution of Tropical Pomprinkle, will be available to get as like an evolution. It could actually be out today by the time you're watching this, because I'm recording this on Monday. I'm gonna post this on Tuesday. So Troll Tusk could be out by the time this video is uploaded. I believe as well, yeah, Breezecliff, which will be an evolution of Stormy Nebluff, or I believe it's Stormbluff, is going to be out as well. And so will that next evolution of Typhoon Crag. That should be out as well. And this is a rarity of 4, which should make it a legendary. Typhoon Crag should be the final evolution. And Breezecliff is a rarity of 2, so that should be the evolution before Stormbluff. So I guess Breezecliff isn't going to be obtainable for the time being. Now that's all I have to talk about with pets, but we also do have some stuff with costumes, and this stuff is actually really interesting. It might tell us what costumes it's actually going to be, because as of now we don't really know. We know it's going to be some type of gear, but this sort of tells us what it could be. So this new face was added today. This is called Face Lower. And there was no like icons or anything that were added with this. So this definitely is not a hat. And just to like show even more proof, this is called Player Costume 1.gear. This was added today. It's a file that has to do with player costumes. I assume that this is just like still one of the test ones that they're doing, or the experimental ones I think they were having it as. But this 911C2805- I'm not going to read the rest of it. This is associated with the first one, which is the eyebrows, I'm pretty sure. Or it might be the shoes. But this is with player costume 1. And then this is player costume 2. All of what I'm about to show is 100% going to be with pet costume. So this is a face. It kind of looks like it has some whiskers here, or like some fur. This next one, you can see this is an ear. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be a cat. So yeah, this is that. We also have one that's called Hatback. So it's basically just the back ear. Then we have something called Necklace, which appears to be a blue collar with a bell. Then there's a nose, which is a white snout with a pink nose. And then there's a tail, which this is probably a cat tail. And then there is also this torso, which is just called torso. This is basically the body. Then this is like costume 2. So we got some golden or yellowish feet. We have a face that sort of looks like the last one, except it's yellow. If we look at the top, or face upper, this looks like it's going to be a dog, just based off of this ear right here and how it's sort of floppy. We also have some fingers, so that's what that's going to look like. We have the hat back, which is basically just its back ear. Then we have the necklace, which is a red collar with a silver chain. Then we have the nose, which looks like the muzzle of a dog. Then we have the tail, which kind of looks like a dog's. And then we have the torso, which looks like this. Now, there were some other ones, like arms, eyebrows, eyes, stuff that I don't think is too interesting. It doesn't really reveal anything extra. So basically, what I think this costume update is going to be, just based off of these images, I think that we're going to be able to switch in between humans and animals, because pretty much this looks like exactly, if you just put the like muzzle of the dog over this, you could pretty much get the exact looking face of a dog. So I think that what this is you're going to be able to basically switch between being a human. One of them will be a cat, one of them will be a dog. They'll probably add other ones, I don't know, like a bird or something. So I guess that's what this update is going to be. I could be wrong on this. It could be something completely different, but I really think that this probably will be costumes for your wizard. I don't really see what the costumes would be for otherwise. So yeah, I guess right now all we have is a dog and a cat. Hopefully there are some other ones that'll come out. Probably will be different variants of cats and dogs. Like we have, I guess we have the German Shepherd. We have Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu is sort of like the one that was leaked today. I guess we could also get a Husky Beagle. Um, then here, I guess the Siamese cat is kind of the one that we saw uh, for the cat costume. So maybe we'll get other ones like that. Maybe they'll branch out into other animals, but we'll just have to see what happens with that. I think that it could be pretty cool. So yeah, that's pretty much everything that we have to talk about today. So that is going to go ahead and end the video. If you guys enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe, and bye.